Hello, good afternoon. This is Attorney Claudine Gasana. How are you guys? I hope you had a nice weekend. I just came from getting my hair done, and I wanted to talk a little bit about this case. I'm sure you have heard of Mahmoud Kali. He is a green card holder. He's a permanent resident who is a Palestinian activist, or he has been very protesting against the killing of Palestinians, and the Trump administration unfortunately wanted to deport him. So in the beginning, they wanted to deport him on the basis that I don't know, the argument that permanent residents don't have the right to protest, they don't have the First Amendment right to freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom to assemble. However, a federal court judge blocked the deportation, so he was not deported. He is still detained. He's detained now in Louisiana, which is a federal detention center. They usually detain people on the verge of being deported. So the case is being argued even now on the appeals court level, where the Trump administration has continued to actually bring more charges. Now the charge that he has is that he misrepresented and probably provided fraudulent information, that he did not disclose all the memberships he belonged to. So when you apply for a green card, when you apply for adjustment of status, or when you apply for a green card abroad, you ask a bunch of questions, and some of the questions ask whether you belong or you have ever belonged to any association, any group of any kind. So they are trying to say that he did not disclose some type of membership he belongs to, and that would put him in trouble, because then he will have provided misrepresentation, or he will have avoided or omitted to disclose information, therefore giving a misrepresentation and fraud, which is a ground for inadmissibility or a ground for removability. So it seems like the Trump administration is not winning on the fact that he does not have the right to First Amendment, right? Because everybody has the right to speech, free expression, free assemble, and to protest. But now it seems, what this Trump administration is trying to say is that students, people with visa, they don't have the right. So many other people have been detained, those on student visas, those on work visa, like H-1B visas. You've heard some of professors, doctors being deported or being refused re-entry. So it's something we are following up. This case obviously is going to set a precedent of what types of rights immigrants have, especially lawful permanent residents. They usually have almost all the rights as citizens, other than right to vote, right to run for a president. But when you are a permanent resident, you are afforded constitutional rights, right to due process, right First Amendment, Second Amendment, all the amendments in the Constitution. So this is a case I believe is going to be argued all the way to the Supreme Court. Right now, the Trump administration is trying to argue that the Court of Appeal in New Jersey does not have jurisdiction since he's detained in Louisiana. So the judges will soon rule on that issue of venue. So they want to change venue because in Louisiana, the Trump administration is trying to get an appeals court that's more lenient to conservative ideas, or that they're hoping will side or will rule in their favor. That's why they're trying to change venue. So in coming days, we will know what the judge will decide. So which means they haven't even the judges in the appeals court have yet, even in the lower courts, have yet to rule on the merits of the case. They are still on the form, like the venue and whether he can be detained or whether he can be deported, but they have yet to rule on the merits of the case. And in the meantime, he is detained. Mind you, he's a lawful permanent resident. He is a resident and he is married to a U.S. citizen. So, but he's now being held in custody with literally almost no rights. I don't think they have even allowed him or to be bonded out, like to have bond. So it is unfortunate what's happening, and it's happened to so many other people. I mean, I've been getting phone calls, consultations of people who are returning from their trips, their U.S. Lawful permanent residents, and because they have minor crimes like a misdemeanor, and they are being detained and being put in removal proceedings. So anyway, this case is very interesting, and obviously it's gonna set a precedent in the future, and it's very important that we speak out. And I really commend and appreciate the lawyers, all the association, the civil society that are really pushing and helping and fighting for his rights and the rights of all of immigrants. Yeah, all right, so then you guys have a great weekend, and I will keep you posted. Bye.